Hi everyone, happy Sunday. I hope you're doing well and you're enjoying June and the, late spring. So today I have a new deck. I just got these. It's the Doreen Virtue Angels of Abundance, which I'm super stoked to use. So what I'm going to do today, I'll pull the weekly cards, which is just going to be the Paulina Cassidy and the Seeds of Intention. And then I'm going to do like 3 mini Celtic crosses. So we'll do that again. And then we're going to do 2 3-card picks today. So lots going on. Okay, so let's start with the Seeds of Intention. For today, I honor myself. Honor your feelings, honor your path, honor this journey that you're on. It's all valid. It's all where you're meant to be. And just kind of respect that. And now we have Paulina Cassidy. Determination. Determination is the power within to keep you from giving up on your dreams. Right, so in honoring yourself, it's also really important to hold your vision, keep the faith, do all of the things that you know will push you forward, and really follow the guidance that you're receiving, however you do that. I'm trying to think. Yeah, let's do angels first. We will do the Doreen Virtue Angels of Abundance cards. Okay, and so I'm going to do a 3-card pick. We'll see which ones jump out. That one. And just go ahead and choose whichever card is calling to you. Ooh, that one. They're coming up fast today. Okay, whichever one resonates with you, or if you have a specific question about money, abundance, what you're trying to call in, really focus on what that question is. Because these are going to give you specific advice about like work and money. Okay, so card number 1, declutter. You'll feel better and more focused if you'll take the time to clear away clutter from your living and workspace. Donate what you can to help others who may need your items. Be sure to keep your schedule uncluttered as well. Okay, so clearing out, spring cleaning. Make sure that you are taking time and really creating a space that's open and clean for yourself. Card number 2, words of abundance. You have the ability to instantly manifest abundance by choosing powerfully positive words. Always describe your own and the world's economic situation in loving and optimistic terms, and that is what you attract for yourself and others. Okay, so one of the things that I think people misunderstand within the New Age community or any like holistic optimism type stuff, it doesn't mean bury your head in the sand and ignore the reality of the situation. But there is something to be said about the fact that when we focus on something, we create, it just magnifies, right? So it's not, communicating to just ignore all financial issues. It's just taking more of a perspective on abundance will help you cultivate more. Okay, and card number 3, employment change. Your career path is leading you in a higher direction with positive changes to support your dreams, priorities, passions, and life purpose. Trust that these changes will help you release the old and welcome the new. You are being supported each step of the way. Okay, so that's pretty clear. It's like there's some changes that are going to be coming through in terms of your employment. At the very least, if it's not a physical change, it could easily be something like changing how you're working. So if you're a business owner, maybe you start a new program, or if you're doing a nonprofit, you get funding from somewhere else. I mean, there's a million options, but there's adjustments being made in terms of your employment. Okay, so now I'm going to do the 3 mini Celtic crosses. I'll show you what I mean by that. And so you can just pick the one that resonates most with you. It's going to be this week, the challenges, what you're releasing, what you're calling in, what you're releasing, what you're calling in. Okay. And then if you want anything to be clarified, hi Cheryl, if you want anything to be clarified, just drop it in the comments so I can pull a card on it. We'll do that at the end. But go ahead and focus in on which one. Sorry, it's hard for you to see all 3 of them. I'll try to get them into the frame. But go ahead and focus in on the one that is calling to you. And I'm going to start at the top. So this is how your week looks. 6 of Wands. So this is like you breaking away from the status quo and moving in a new direction. So this is all about releasing. I wouldn't be surprised if you also picked the declutter card from the Angels of Abundance, simply because this is about, releasing a lot of your old habits, your old environment, and the challenges with that. Okay, so perhaps this is a person who's taking up a lot of your space, time, and energy. It could be someone who is more emotionally demanding than most, and it's creating blocks. It could also be yourself, but I'm getting a strong hit that this is someone who's kind of getting in your way, so to speak. And what you're releasing this week? The Sun. That's interesting. So it's like you are evolving out of this place. The Sun has kind of a dark side in terms of it's a little bit idealistic, and one of those cards where it's easy to ignore all of the things going on and just charge forward blindly and optimistically. Optimism is great, but it also, it has a dark side as well. So let's see what you're calling in. Ooh, beautiful. 10 of Coins. So this is that stability. And this also has to do with the realism. It's kind of like you're letting go of this eager, it's almost like that when I see the Sun, it comes across as very naive and childish. And so kind of letting go of all of that and stepping into this grounded, secure, stable environment for yourself. And this could, it could be work, it could be school, it could be a relationship. It's just there's going to be more stability surrounding you. Okay? Celtic Cross 2. 5 of Cups. This is like this also looks like a release. So generally this is like a disappointment card, but I'm getting more of fatigue, exhaustion. Those things come to mind as well. It's just like burnout. So let's see what the challenge is this week. It's like you're being too strict with yourself. The rules are fatiguing, trying to follow everything exactly and perfectly is, not necessarily conducive to keeping all of your energy intact. So keep that in mind this week, that maybe mix things up a little bit, or, change what you're doing. Get more creative with your options. What you're releasing? 2 of Wands. So it's like you have a certain level of decision making that needs to be done. This could also be like letting go of some type of professional partnership. This could, with that employment change or career change, card, it's kind of like letting go of the partnerships that don't serve you, and that so that you're able to make space for better ones and the partnerships that actually make sense for what you want to build for yourself. Okay, and what you're calling in, the Tower. So there's like rapid change that's coming through, right? So this isn't destruction and terror. This is complete upheaval. This is you getting swept off your feet, and fast-paced changes coming through. So keep that in mind, that you're really like burnt out and you're calling the change in. You're letting go of this person or this situation and you're calling that in. Okay, and Celtic Cross 3. Okay, so this actually looks like you taking a fiery, creative approach to what you're doing. It looks like really having mastery over your skills, your work, your goals. All of that stuff is just, you're able to attack head on. So it's that fiery, creative approach in your everyday dealings. And the challenges, 10 of Swords. So this is like the obstacles seem really painful. So this is more of a mindset. That's the hit that I'm getting, is that this doesn't look circumstantial. This is more of, fear of failure, fear of all of these different things coming through, and, kind of being concerned that it's not going to pan out the way you would want it to ideally. So what you're releasing is this is perfect, because this is also you, right? The Daughter of Wands, it's like you have this evolution of releasing this childish part of yourself, or the inexperienced part. It's different than the Sun, but there are some similarities. It's like there's this evolution where you release this part of yourself and step into ownership. This is kind of you like being told what to do, and now you're kind of giving the commands, right? But that comes with a price. That can have burdens as well. So let's see what you're calling in. Okay, so you're working really hard. There's a lot of stuff coming your way where you're like, okay, I'm ready to put down the effort and really push into the direction that I want to go. Okay, and I'm going to clarify some of these. And if you have any requests, let me know. For this one, I'm going to clarify the Father of Cups just to see what exactly that is. 9 of Cups. That's interesting. So it is like wishful thinking. So it's kind of, that maybe you think of this person as like having your best interest in mind, or maybe you're in denial about them being a narcissist, because what I've found is that a lot of people who come across as highly emotional can often be draining in a very similar way that narcissists can, or they are in fact narcissists. So that's kind of what I'm picking up from the Father of Cups, and it's like you have wishful thinking about that circumstance or situation. And so that's why you're letting go of the Sun. Okay, so for this one, I'm going to clarify the Tower, what you're calling in. 2 of Wands. Okay, so we have double 2 of Wands. So it definitely, to me, what I'm getting is it does look like releasing a partner or a collaborator or a friend, someone who was nourishing that piece. It's like there's a transition in that. And, this could be something like a falling out or an intense conversation, or even the realization that you need to make a change. It doesn't necessarily dictate action yet, because this is what you're calling in. So it looks like it hasn't come in yet, but you're going to find a replacement for the very thing that you're letting go of right now. Okay, and for Celtic cross number 3, I'm going to clarify the Ten of Swords. So the challenges for the week. It's like there's a lot of decision making, and that's what's painful. Is just there's a lot going on. There's a lot that you're trying to figure out and navigate with this newfound position that you're in. And so it's just kind of the reality of that. And you know, it's tough because you're stepping into a brand new growth period, and it's something that you've never done before. So there's a lot of new experiences here, and you're willing and ready to work. So just trust that process. Okay, and now we're going to do one more 3-card pick. So if you have a specific question in mind, go ahead and think about that now. Or if, you know, maybe you have 3 different things you want to look at. Or maybe you just want some extra insight for the week. Whatever it is, go ahead and pick your card. Okay, card number 1. Queen of Chalices. And this is you really taking on and embodying your emotional self, really having ownership and mastery over that, and just being comfortable with your process and the way you deal with emotions and everything. So this is just the level of mastery that you have within yourself and your emotions. Card number 2. We have Knave of Chalices. So this is kind of setting off on a new emotional, and it looks really intense. This is far more intense than, you know, having mastery over it. This is comfortable. This is something where it's like, oh man, this is brand new for me. There's so many experiences and emotions are running high and all of that stuff. So, just keep that in mind, that there's a certain level of intensity with this card. And then card number 3, we have 6 of Cups. So it looks like there's, you're letting things go, and there's a certain level of evolution within your emotional self where you know that you need to move on, you know that you need to evolve, you know that you need to let go of all the things that no longer serve you. And so it's that clarity around, I am going to move away from the things that are holding me back and into a brighter future. Okay, and if you didn't catch the first 3-card pick, you're welcome to go back to the beginning of this video after I post it. And if you haven't heard about my giveaway, you can go drop a comment on my Facebook page under the post that says giveaway. And if you'd like to learn how to join tarot or read tarot, I'm hosting a group for that as well. So I will post the details about that below. And if you'd like a free solar year reading, I will post the link to sign up for my newsletter so you can get your free solar year reading. Okay, have an awesome Sunday. I'll see you next week. Bye.